Good evening, you guys. How is everybody doing tonight? I hope that y'all are doing okay this evening. Let me see who is on. I know I came on a little early, so I'll give other people the opportunity to start getting the notifications. But make sure you guys hit the like button as you come into the room. Make sure you hit the like button. I see Stop Killing was the first to come into the room, and then Miss Yvette Myers and Blaine Fields. Joy Loves God. Shout out to all my mods. Roberta Garland. I have to say that right. Sometimes I get tired tongue. Ramona Rice. Who else? Oh, I see Nicolay. I see Shy Bear, Diane Wright, Natural Born Queen, Leo Thompson, KL Field, Miss Shan, Teresa Han, Jacqueline Williams. Make sure y'all hit the like button as y'all come into the room so we can keep the likes up, you guys. I want to make sure we keep the likes up. Y'all doing okay tonight? It's a Friday night, and the weather around our area has definitely been fluctuating a whole lot. It has been, hey, Marcus. Hey, boss lady. Okay. Hold on one second, you guys. Oh, child. Yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button as y'all come into the room. Um, Hold on, you guys. I'm still here. I am still here. Hold on, I'm doing something. I'm looking at something. Okay. How is everybody tonight, though? I know it's a Friday night. Now, I was going to say, I know a lot of people would probably be out tonight, but with the weather fluctuating the way it fluctuates, this weather is bipolar in our area. Who else came into the room while I see Shy Bear? Did I miss anybody? I don't want to miss anyone. Marcus, Miss Jacqueline Williams. Did I say Miss Leo Thompson, Miss Diane Wright? I don't be wanting to miss nobody. You guys, I had said earlier that I was going to get back on. And when I was sitting thinking I had the opportunity to just sit and think for a few minutes. And then I had like an epiphany. I was like, and this just came to my mind. Why is the music industry so comfortable with promoting and committing genocide in the Black community, right? And you know, I think I was just kind of thinking about, young Dolph kind of came to mind. He was the first person to come to mind because um, I started to think about like what had happened to young Dolph and how the music industry handled that. I think because y'all know I did a live last night talking about Black Youngster and Teasy, and somebody, struck at the live and had the video taken down. It was loaded with a lot of stuff, but that's cool too. It's a lot of miserable people in this world, right? And but I guess he was on the top of my mind. And even though I still got a copy of the video, I was like, you know what? A lot of the stuff that I, had talked about, I started to see it again anyways. So I was like, I'm not going to edit it and repost it. I'll let them have it. Right. And I think I started seeing it last night, right, like right before I got off, right after I got off, and then they hit the video. Ain't that something? But so I started thinking about Black Youngster and looking at his Instagram, and y'all know that he had been gone for a while, or he had been he had been somewhere for a while. Um he's been out of the media for a little while. And now somebody has went and got him, and he's resurfaced, right? For a few minutes. But it just kind of took me back to, it made me think about young Dolph and how, the music industry is at this point, how he was taunted when he was killed, and how we have artists like this. I can remember a time when the music industry would not even let you say the R word. If it came out, if it hit the media um, that you have been, what's the word I'm looking for, involved in any kind of sexual assaults or any kind of violations as it relates to women. There were certain things you couldn't say. Now the Black woman is the most defamed human being that there ever was. The most disrespected human being that there ever was by way of rap music and things of that nature. These are our sons, right? Because these young men are in their early 20s and things of that nature. And because the Black community is so poor and impoverished, we see mothers and fathers and things of that nature egging their children on to go and promote things of this nature, just so that, because of their financial conditions, right? Salute my first time on your chat, but decided to comment because I kind of knew Dolph, used to see him around the city and still see his artists, but his ops got one of his affiliates shot, Paper Route Newski. So it's true. You know what? Somebody had asked me about that. Okay. If it was true that one of Young Dolph's affiliates, or with Paper Route had been shot. And I didn't, they sure asked me that. Somebody got in the chat and I said, I don't know, I'll look into it, but I forgot. um so it's true that Paper Route Newski was shot. South Memphis Baby says, yep, he got shot in South Memphis and Wu was with him. Wu got grazed. Oh my freaking God. So Black Youngster resurfaces again, and he posted, they took my video down, but last night when I was on, I went to his Instagram and he posted something to the effect of, put that fire on people. Did anybody screenshot what Black Youngster posted last night? They hit my live. Some haters hit my live. Um, and so I don't have it in that video. But so Paper Route Wu and them, when that person said that to me, that must have been maybe earlier this week. And then Black Youngster resurfaces shortly after that. Wow. Jay Prince's house got raided. Yo Gotti is next. Guarantee you that when they go knock on his door. I didn't know Jay Prince's house had got raided. Y'all hold on one second. Y'all hold on one little minute. Grandma, I'm whooping you. Hold on, you guys. Okay, I'm back. I did. I said, Remy, I'm whooping you. But of course, y'all know Remy don't get no whoopings. Remy bad to the bone. I talk to her just like she a human. Remy, I'm whooping you. She don't get no whoopings though. So don't call the animal abuse. Y'all don't call the animal abuse. She don't get no whoopings. My mama said just today, she said, oh my God, that dog lives a good life. I'm telling you, she lives a good life. She lives too much of a good life. She don't mind. She get kicked out of daycares. Nobody deals with her. And look, she done balled up right up under me on the couch. Oh my God. Okay. So you guys, so I'm hearing about these prisoners in Harris County Jail, Houston, Texas, becoming dead in custody. FBI just stepped in to investigate, but didn't hear about the Jay Prince. I haven't. Has anybody else heard about Jay Prince home getting raided? OG, what media is that on? So I can let me see if I can pull it up. Jay Prince home gets raided in Houston, Texas. I don't see that. I don't see where his home got raided. Um, OG says it's all over YouTube. I don't see it on nowhere else though. Miss Roberta says she saw on the news where 6 people was killed in Mississippi. What part of Mississippi was that, Miss Roberta? It's bad everywhere. And so that's the reason why I decided to do the topic that I'm doing tonight. Why is the music industry so comfortable with promoting and committing genocide? And what's even worse is why are Black artists so comfortable with doing it and allowing themselves to be used like that? And I think I was going back to like Black Youngster when Aka Butler, Mississippi. That's not too far away. Right down the street. Wow. When I was a little girl, we used to go to Aka Butler's to the beach. I don't even think they got the beach no more. And Lord have mercy. Wow. And so, we think about what happened with Black Youngster and them did, and what a lot of other they're not the only ones that do it. Brag about committing genocide. Rap was created by way of beefing and battle rapping and things of that nature. And now they're killing each other. If somebody, you say my name, I'm killing you. You know, yeah, it's near Tunica. You say my name, I'm killing you. Okay. So, but why is it that the music industry, and we know that no Black people, I don't care who it is, we know that no Black people control the music industry. They have funders, the silent that actually funds their career, and they have them to push a narrative. They want the money that bad. They want to look like they are a boss. Jay-Z is not really his own boss, right? We know that Jay-Z has funders, people that own him, right? And so as a result, they have them, I believe, to push an agenda, okay? And then they trickle that down to the young artists, right? I never thought I would live to see the day where I would hear people, artists saying, and supposed to be so-called CEOs saying, ain't nobody gonna believe you if you call yourself a gangster rapper and you ain't out there killing folks. Y'all, we let them get away with that. Ain't nobody gonna believe your rap if you ain't out there doing it. This is what they push. And so a lot of rappers who ain't never had no guidance or anything like that, they feel like they supposed to be out there killing. That's the reason why you always hear, and this is what they say. Hey, Shantae Pretty, you always hear, I'm killing shit. That's the new fad. I'm killing shit. Okay? I'm killing something. They ain't killing nothing. Don't buy their music. They ain't killing nothing. I remember a time when people had that type of attitude, they could not have made it in the music industry. They wouldn't have allowed them to promote that. But guess what? It's still not promoted in no other genre of music other than the Black music. But the thing about it is, they say the Jews own the music industry, and I can believe that. Why are the Jews so comfortable, especially when anytime you say something, well, I'm going to get to that. Okay. Why are the Jews so comfortable and the Caucasians so comfortable with promoting and only funding genocide in the Black community? Right? Why are they so comfortable with that? Because see, you got to know, if the Jews own the rap industry, they own other genres of music too. They're not promoting that in other music here. With rap, with rock music, they screaming and look like damn devils and everything else. But you don't hear them with all that screaming and makeup and devil stuff on. You don't hear them degrading their women, and you don't hear them I don't believe it is. I can't never understand rock what the hell they saying with all that screaming, but I don't believe that they're promoting violence. They might be promoting devil worshiping or something. But I don't think that they're promoting violence and talking about, killing out people in their community. That's absolutely right. The problem is that we support it. Okay. And so I think it's so sad that each and every time somebody has tried to rise up that had some type of momentum to bring attention to that. Well, wait a minute now, because the Jews quick, when you start questioning the Jews, I don't mean no harm, they'll call you anti-Semitic. Well, why do Jewish people do this? You anti-Semitic. Black people run and tuck their asses and hide. Oh, well, I can't say nothing. Even though they promoting violence in our community, I'm scared they're going to call me anti-Semitic. That's a way of controlling you, right? We saw what they did to Nick. We saw what they did to Nick. What's that guy named that Mariah Carey used to be married to? Is it Nick Anderson? I can't think of Nick's last name. He used to be married to Mariah Carey. You see what they did to him? And then turn around, made him humiliate himself. It's like you cannot try and promote anything positive in the Black community. But the thing about it is we Black people have all the power because all we got to do is not buy the albums. We could put the record industry out of business by not buying the music. And I bet you they'll change their tune. So anytime we start questioning what other communities is doing to, especially with genocide being committed in the Black community on the watch of the Jews, because they own the music industry. Y'all don't think we got a right to question that? But people are scared of being called anti-Semitic. Hell, I could say they racist, they prejudiced, because they are promoting genocide on Black people. But Black people don't look at it like that. But what's even worse is, okay, what's even worse is, all right, you have Black people that is just so willing to do it. Man, Straight Drop, a prime example. They'll go do it. I'm gonna be rich and famous. All I got to do is go kill something. I can't get out of my psyche how these younger people, and it's a lot of older ones too, okay, don't have an issue with trying to take somebody's life because they jealous of them, because they're mad at them, and then want us to buy their albums, right? And so they're doing anything, okay, for like some money. Not just for money, but they're not more so doing it for money, they're doing it for fame. I kid you not. I had a conversation with somebody today. And they was talking about Glorilla. They said, you'd be surprised about what goes on, how that money and stuff is handled with Glorilla. And I would have to say it's allegedly, because it came from a person, that's just out in Memphis that knows, that has been a friend of the family forever. But she be out there. She know these folks, a lot of these people. She said, the way Gotti handles Glorilla with her money is a damn shame. It's straight up pimps and hoes. Okay. Glorilla, I think I said, and we got into some more conversation that I might talk about. I don't know. As it relates to Gotti and Glorilla. But I don't really know Glorilla's contracts, right? But we just know that when Glorilla was signed to, when she first signed to CMG, the first thing Gotti and them tried to do was license that song. He went after her because that song was getting momentum and they wanted to take it from her. Unfortunately for Glorilla, she couldn't see that. She wanted the fame, the glitz and the glam, but is her pockets matching it? Because when they was at the Grammys and they was at Sephora, and Gotti went live and they were all at Sephora, and she done went in Sephora and bought all this makeup and all that stuff. He paid for it, and I found something wrong with that, because why Glorilla ain't paying for her own shit? Now he could have did it, just out of good faith, but I just don't believe he did. Okay. Somebody was saying that they saw where, and I don't know if this is true, so I have to say allegedly, when she was having issues just a few days ago about the dude at the club, about the walkthrough, right? And this same person was telling me this. I don't know where they heard it from. Okay, that's why I have to say allegedly. And the guy paid her $30,000. The guy paid her $30,000, but she didn't make a dime off of it. Supposedly, for the walkthrough, she asked for her money and Gotti. And now this is secondhand information now. And so allegedly, Gotti said, "No, for your walkthroughs, I get paid." He got the whole 30. Okay. Now I don't know if that's true. I would think it's a shame if it is true. I hate to even believe that, but that is what is in the atmosphere. Not even surprising given how they even how they had her sign their contract. Right. She got hold on, it's moving. She got now next year she would be like the others gone. Now that is what is in the atmosphere. If it's true or not, I don't know. I would have to say allegedly. Okay. But that's what they saying in the streets of Memphis. Because the person that told me showed is definitely in the streets. Okay. Of Memphis. But when I thought about that, I was like, that's a shame. Glorilla, and I had said before, I had wanted to see Glorilla do well. Nobody could have gotten me to say even when folks was talking about her signing with CMG, the only thing that I ever said was, I understand. I know where Glorilla came from. She came from the trenches. I know the area that Glorilla grew up in. So I didn't want to rain on no young woman's parade, especially being Glorilla is the same age as my children. So if y'all notice, I never really did a whole lot of videos on her. I didn't want to talk bad about it. I just wanted to be proud of the little sister. That's what I wanted. But immediately after she signed with that label, that's when we started saying, because we had not heard about Glorilla doing bad business before she got with CMG. But right after that, they were in court because everybody was saying Glorilla was making momentum herself. And I wish Glorilla could have gotten with somebody that knows the music industry, maybe like a Daddy-O or something. I don't know, since Dolph is no longer here, that could have taught her the independent route. I think, nobody was really teaching her the business part of it, i.e., we see what is probably what it appears is going on right now, right? And so shortly after that, we said we knew it was coming when they started trying to take them folks to court, and they're probably still in court. I don't know how the disposition of that situation, because Gotti and them got the guy who said he wrote "fuck nigga free" or something in court, because they trying to take the whole damn song, right? And so I saw where Glorilla was defending it, but hell, he gonna license it. She ain't gonna get a damn dime off of it. But I said that to say this. I think it's a shame that how comfortable other races are with screwing over Black people, committing genocide on Black people, and the Black folks in the community is okay with it and go even harder. All the white man think he can screw us better than I can screw us. I can really screw my peopleses. All you got to do is give me a chance, white man. I can do it better. And that's exactly what they doing. Crazy bastards. Y'all know I get mad. Okay. Boss Lady says, I saw an interview of her and she said, so we brought her and her girls wigs for that remix video that did. And Glow said it was one expensive wig she ever got, and she was going to keep it forever. Wow. Wow. They go in not realizing they are the talent and don't understand their true worth. Right. They don't know anything about the business. And so that's the reason why they go and get people from the trenches that just want to come up. They just want to get out. But unfortunately, when they go and get people like Straight Drop them that has already that's got a gutter mentality, that has already had some hard living. And I'm still gonna say straight drop got some type of mental illness. And the reason I say it's some type of mental illness somewhere, you got you got to be mentally ill to sexually assault somebody. That's not something a sane normal person would do. So underline, the bottom line is it's something that's thrown off somewhere, right? Okay. And so they go and get people like them, like Black Youngster. Look at how Black Youngster acts a damn fool. Okay. Black Youngster flat foot shows nothing but pure D ass. Okay. Now, I was looking at some of Black Youngster's videos. Okay. And before all of this stuff, he was always silly, but he did have a humor about him. It was a lightheartedness about him, right? But then it seems like when this stuff started going on with him and Dolph, especially after young Dolph was assassinated, all you could see in his eyes is pure the evil. It's almost like evil resides around him. Like you could see some stuff around him. Like it's like it's demonic on a whole nother level. But unfortunately, people like Black Youngster, even though I believe Black Youngster might be in his early 30s, so he ain't no spring chicken no more. They feel like they're promoting, ain't nobody gonna believe what you say unless you going and killing, which is ultimately destroying the music industry. Well, if it don't sell, okay, and we're to blame for it. Because the first thing the artists will say is they'll put it back at the feet of the people. Well, if we tried to do positive music, the people says ain't gonna buy it. The people says our fans say this is what they want. We have to get the fans what they want. Well, they're not lying in a lot of these instances, which is why we have to be very meticulous about what we put into the atmosphere. But let me tell you something. And listening to a lot of Young Dolph's music, you never heard Young Dolph talk a whole lot about killing folks. You heard Young Dolph talk a whole lot about labels, and I'm talking about as far as like what he like Gucci and all of that, spending money and making money. Okay, manifesting money and stuff all the time. And his music is still selling even in his death. Right? So that could be a cop out. I'm thinking about that now. That could be a cop out also. Okay. But why is it, y'all, that other communities is so comfortable with promoting genocide in the Black community? I think that's an issue that we need to deal with. Okay. As I say before, it seems like to me everybody feel like that they can take care of take advantage of the Black community and exterminate, really, which is what they're trying to do, make our people extinct, the Black community. And what's so hurtful is that you got other Black people working hard to help them do it for a fee. No pride, no nothing. As I've said before, you think about other cultures. I have a client right now that they're Indians, right? They take much pride in their culture. Okay. They take a lot of pride in their culture. I never forget when the client when I first took that client. Okay. It must have been about last year. I'm telling you, they loyal. Every time they need an investigator, they come straight to me. And they had the opportunity. I think the wife might have been fascinated with my heels or something, because they were so sweet. I was telling them that I like purses, and they got me a beautiful purse for just Christmas. Just got it for me. I at that point I wasn't even working for them at that point, but they got it for me, and then consistently hired me. They, oh no, we love working with you. We need an investigator. We're gonna hire you. And as a result, they started to introduce me to other people within their communities. All of them are doctors. Okay. whether it's in Memphis, Mississippi, or Arkansas, to advertise their practices, right? Not one time did any of them say, because when I told her, when she walked into my office, she had no idea I had a TV show. And until she called me one day and said, do you do advertising? I said, yeah. She said, well, my dad is a doctor, and my grandfather and my dad had some colleagues, and they have practices where they do them BBLs or something. They call it BBLs, and they got other little practices. But the thing about it is, there's no jealousy. They didn't say, well, I don't want Dr. such and such to know about your that I'm advertising, because they understand they targeting the Black community. They need a Black girl. They need my show as a vehicle to target the Black community with their practices. And whatever I asked them for, that's what them checks was wrote out for. Not one time did they say, well, I don't want Dr. My colleague over here, my doctor friend, to know about you, because he'll be trying to advertise with you, and then he might get the audience too. Hell no, they all advertising, whoever you go to, because it's about building up their community. Hell, we all gonna give you some business, and whoever they choose, as long as somebody within our group, it's all good. Because when one win, we all win. We all making money anyways. Hell, them doctors making money. Because I was looking at one on page, when they fly out, it's on a private plane. I was like, ain't this some shit? They sent me on I had an assignment from them, and I remember I had to go like deep down, closer to Louisiana, in Mississippi. And I remember she said, well, how do you like staying at the Hilton hotels? I said, well, I like the Hilton. She said, oh, great. I'm glad you like staying at the Hiltons, because we don't have to pay to stay at the Hiltons in the South region. I said, why? So we can get you a presidential suite for free. I said, why? Oh, because my grandfather owns those hotels in the South. I said, oh, okay. I love them, because they don't mind giving out no money. But with our community, can't you give me some for free? I want my business to grow. But I take their money and go give it to the other communities without an issue. Well, what about me? I have to pay for TV airtime. I've had, and I don't mean no harm, I've had ministers, okay? I've had ministers so call me, okay, and talk about putting their church services on. Not all ministers, not all of them. But it used to hurt me so bad, because I would be so excited. Oh my God. And I know that their churches was making money. And then sometimes I would walk up in there, well, I want to put my church service on. I want this day. Now, I had them seen them on the main medias, like 513. They're called mainstream medias. Okay. Those medias was knocking them out the frame with them prices. So I was like, well, I'm building a network. I own the airtime on 31. So sure. My dad bought me all the airtime. And so I was just so excited. And then they get to talking to me. Don't nobody else, who above you on that time? I say, me, I own it. I'm just excited. My dad, my business partner, just excited as a Black woman that these Black preachers that I've seen on the main medias on TV that then had my mama shouting and going on, okay, talking about putting their TV, their church services on my network. And then they sit and cross their legs and say, well, you can't donate none of that time to the church. Hell no. I don't mean hell no. Or, oh my God, y'all know I gets mad now. Now you done set up and paid channel 3, channel 13, channel 30, all those main medias probably about $5,000 or more a month. Okay. But I built up an audience with my gospel stuff, with my interviews and things of that nature, building a network. And you telling me to give you my time for free? Okay. You're a black woman. I's a black man. Can't you get to the church? Us black people got to stick together. See, that's the type of stuff that get folks cussed out too. Okay. That's what get people cussed out. Because see, I have to control myself a lot of times. I told my dad, I was so mad one day. I went to a church, and this preacher is big in Memphis. I mean, he big. He's big, big. Everybody love him. I was so excited. I was like, oh, he had his secretary to call me. And I got over there to the church. I might have been told this story one time before I got over there to the church. And I shook his hand. I was so excited because I was just really excited to meet him too. You know, this is a pastor that's really mild celebrity around the city of Memphis, right? And I stuck my hand out to shake his hand. The man scratched me in the middle of my hand. I hollered and cried when I got back in the car. I told my dad, I just can't understand what's going on with our people. So I get to thinking about, y'all know he scratched my hand. He thinking I'm ready to what is it? Do a little something strange for some business. He gonna scratch me in the middle of my hand. And I'm gonna tell you something, because I'm from South Memphis. I balled my fist up and sat and put it up under my butt. I had to sit on it to keep from swinging on him. Because I was gonna swing on him and give him a strong right hook. Okay, so I had to sit on my fist to control it, because I would have hit him. Stuff like that gets you hit. Okay. But instead, when I got in the car, I called my dad. I was just boo-hooing and crying. I just could not understand. Like, that's when I first started really understanding, you know, like I started realizing, like, a lot of the reason that our community is in the condition that it is in, we can put it on other races, but our mindset is twisted. We are our own worst enemies. Okay. You know, they scratch you in the middle of your hand. That's what the old men do. Letting you know, I want to screw you. They'll scratch you in the middle of your hand. That hurt my feelings so bad. And he really can preach too. He preaches hard. When I told my mom, she said, you show. I loves him. I said, I done told you that man scratched me in the middle of my hands. He don't know how he really don't know how close he came to getting knocked over. Okay, because he violated me. Yeah, some of them come off of the streets. Some of them used to be pimps. But you know, you think about, like, when you start thinking about stuff like that, like, a lot of Black people just don't have any respect for other Black people. I think about that even in every day in my business. You know, when I have white people to hire me, they don't have no issues with paying you whatever you want as long as you can do the job. But the moment a Black person walks into my office and see that I'm a Black woman, the first thing they'll say, I'm here to see an investigator. I said, oh, okay. How can I help you? Well, I need to tell the investigator because they're looking for a tall white man. Okay, well, you know, I'm the head person. I'm the one that you need to holler at. Oh, then the nature of it changes. They start trying to sit there and talk to me to see if I'm going to tell them about the systems and stuff that I use so that they can go and do the investigation. Like, I done went and got all that damn training and paid for it just to tell it for free. Absolutely not. So when you start talking to white investigators, they might walk out of my office. Oh, well, I don't want to pay that. Walk out of my office, go clear across town to some of them white investigators. And I have to say, it's white male dominated, but they ain't bad. They don't have no issues. Okay. You talk to them. Did they come? That person come into your office? Oh yeah, they came into my office. How much you charge them? They might charge them $1,000 more than what I said. They done gave them $1,000 more quote than what I said. What did they start trying to talk you down? Oh hell no. No. They didn't say nothing. They paid it. Black people. And so I got into all that to say that a lot of the reasons why that people are so comfortable with committing genocide on the Black community and promoting violence and keeping Black people in poverty or trying to hijack everything about our community is because they see that Black folks ain't got no love for each other anyways. They feel like it's easy for them to do it. And so I remember how hard I used to go, especially on my TV show. I was like, my TV show is for all of the Black businesses. I was just so proud that can't afford mainstream media. They can come right on to my network and my TV show, and I can cut them some commercials, and I'm not charging the prices that everybody else is charging. And this will be the opportunity for them to get it on TV. And a lot of people, would call me, but sis, can't you do it for free? No. And then they get their income tax, and then you'll see them advertising one time. Because with main media, with the price I was charging, you gonna get one spot over in the middle of the night. With main media, ain't no damn body saw it, your commercial anyways, right? But they would take their money somewhere else and then ask me, can't you do me a favor? No. Okay. So I had started getting to a point, it had started getting so bad. It started getting to a point when I would hear somebody on the phone, I want an investigator. Oh, Lord. Okay. You know what? Let me give you a number to another investigative company. I depending on how they voice sound, I send them across town because I wasn't in the mood for no foolishness. Because I know if they had started talking to somebody that was white, their energy would change. I want to see people get paid. If the white man can get it in totality, I'd rather see him get it because I ain't doing nothing for no half priced. I don't shortchange myself. I'll sit in my office and eat popcorn, okay, and suck on a popsicle and play with my granddaughter and crawl around in my damn office until somebody walk up in there that's gonna pay me what I charge, okay? I could do that every day. I prefer to do that anyways because I be tired. But Black people, this happens in our community, you guys. And people don't have an issue with committing genocide on our people, okay? Because we don't have a respect for each other. The moment somebody thinks that a Black person is going up or is going to do better than them, you got other Black people that plot to take their lives. I'm still completely blown away about what's going on YouTube. This ain't no for play when I say this. I'm not saying this to be vindictive. This is 100% pure facts that some of these YouTubers solicit hits for other YouTubers that they think gonna be great. So our community is like in a state of emergency. I think about, young Dolph and stuff all the time. Okay. Young Dolph did not deserve what he got. Young Dolph was great. And if you listen to some of Black youngsters stuff, like the video that they took down last night, they struck at it. I don't believe Black youngsters them did it. Some more vloggers did that. Okay. And Black youngsters sitting up telling young Dolph, you ain't the king of South Memphis. You ain't this. It was always you ain't. They couldn't do no songs talking about what they was. They had to try because young Dolph said, I'm the king of Memphis. He's supposed to feel like he the damn king of Memphis. Okay? If he didn't feel like it, he was the king of Memphis, who else was going to feel like he was? So you get mad at the man because he got confidence and he was great and he had the things to prove that he was great. And people couldn't stand that. So they took him up out of here. It's a damn shame that the music industries would still even be backing anything like that, because anybody that was on that had a contract with any label, okay, that was mocking young Dolph, their water should have been cut off immediately. And we as the people should have demanded it by not listening to their music anymore. Any record company that they was affiliated with, not supporting their record company. We should have did that. No record company, with the way that young Dolph was taunted, and none of them record execs could ever tell me that they did not know what their artist was doing, because they know exactly what their artists do. But this is the stuff that other Black artists don't have an issue with putting into the atmosphere, and then other Black people try to excuse it by saying, well, you know, you got to understand, these are street dudes, these are gangs dudes, these are dudes in the gang. Okay, then if they're gonna if they get into the rap to lead the street, right? So if they're gonna get into it and still act the same way, we don't need to support them, because a fool with money is way dangerous. And we see what happened. These folks started getting money, and these record companies that was backing them knew exactly what they was doing. It was not conducive to any record company for young Dolph to be alive. I ain't stupid. Young Dolph was speaking liberation, independence, breaking the chains of the slave masters. But when you got a bunch of cuckabug head house Negroes that's jealous and comfortable with being a slave, they be ready to take you down harder than the slave master. Oh no, master, I got this nigga, because you know we supposed to be your slave. We supposed to be, don't even know how to talk. We supposed to be with an L. We supposed to be your slave, master, forever. Who young Dolph think he is to teach them independence and we all slaves? As a good nigga, he'll never take me from being your damn nigga. And they killed that boy. Now master gonna have to tuck his ass and hide, because the feds will take him down. Okay? They all over it. And so now a lot of people in their feelings. I was looking at, whatever Black youngster was posting yesterday. He came back for a reason. Now, somebody just said Newski and Paper Route Wu was shot. And they're saying that maybe some of them had something to do with it. I don't know. But he miraculously popped back up. Somebody went and got him. Okay? For a reason. And when he comes back with some negative energy. Okay? After all this stuff has supposedly happened. And what's so damn crazy is these folks, some of these very people, that's the reason why I be on the necks of a lot of these people, some of these vloggers, they be on here talking about justice for Tyree. Some of the same ones hollering about, well, young Dolph was in the street. Yeah, but didn't they do young Dolph wrong? Okay, so y'all want the officers to go to jail because y'all have to listen to people now. Oh, now folks be wanting to get people sent to jail. I don't play them police games. Y'all, but then be sitting up telling them officers need to go to jail, and they do. They need to have their asses right in jail that did that to Tyree. But out of the same damn mouth, well, what about them people that did that to Dolph? Oh, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I ain't trying to get nobody sent to jail. Oh, no, I ain't that type of nigga. I ain't trying to get nobody sent to jail. You doubles, you. I'm going to hold my tongue on that because I was getting ready to go in. Y'all, I don't know if my mama on here tonight. So I'm because I was getting ready to really cut a rug on that. Okay. My mama been getting on here praying. Okay. I was getting ready to act a damn fool. I cussed. Lord, please forgive me for cussing if my mama on here. I just said that. I ain't mean to let that slip out. I don't cuss in front of my mama, y'all. Okay. South Memphis baby says facts because Bad Gotti, all them acting like they was hurt about Tyree. Did they ever even post anything about Tyree? You know, they call themselves hurt about Tyree, but they ain't got no issues with talking about I got money to play with, putting bags all on top of somebody's child's head. Okay, so they have selective respect for black people, right? So if you got selective respect, that means you really ain't got no respect for the black community at all. If you're gonna be selective, I'm gonna go put a bag on somebody's head who pissed me off. Okay. Miss Roberta says a lot of artists return home. They just wasn't a big threat like Dolph was. Dolph was definitely a threat. Dolph was teaching the recipe. And the more they try to isolate him, I believe the more he's gonna do it. Them Negroes immediately started hiring vloggers and anybody else after Young Dolph was killed. Because number one, they thought they was gonna get away with it. They seeing now they're not gonna get away with it. Okay. But they immediately started hiring vloggers and anything and anybody else. Okay. To start going at Key Glock because they thought, well, we got Glock. I mean, we got Dolph. Now we get ready to have our way with Key Glock. But how many people know that the laws of the earth says that you have to reap what you sow? And in them doing that, they didn't know the feds was on top of their tail like they was. Right. So they immediately went after, they really wanted to kill Key Glock. Okay. I believe they really was gonna try to kill him. We got Young Dolph gone. Now we're gonna get Key Glock gone. So especially when Key Glock started back doing shows and things of that nature, they went crazy. Oh no, he got to go. We can't have nobody that's gonna remind us of Dolph. And then he's independent. He might decide to take on Dolph's movement, and which he should do it, and teach the recipe. And Key Glock is good. I love Key Glock's music. I like Key Glock. I think he's a handsome young man. He's the same age as my daughters. But Dolph was just one of a kind. And Key Glock is good, and he's gonna do good, and he's gonna leave some legacies, but there just ain't another Dolph. Dolph had this thing about him. He just sparkled, like he glistened like diamonds. Okay. His personality matched everything. Like everything just went together as it relates to him. Okay. He was handpicked by God. Okay. And he was crafted by God. And God was intending to use him to help to bring his people out of bondage. One of my favorite sayings, I say this, I've been saying this on my show forever because I always hear this in my spirit. When God says, Pharaoh, let my people go. And I used to always use that regardless to what anybody say about me when I was at the end of my show, when I would talk about them politicians, the politicians that's hijacking Memphis, I would always say, politicians, I keep hearing in my spirit, Pharaoh, let my people go. Your cuckabug heads is hijacking your own community. Okay? And God has been saying it for the longest, and God was using Young Dolph. He learned the recipe. The music industry has a lot of black people in bondage. Okay? The music industry has a lot of Black people in bondage. And God has been saying in the spiritual, Pharaoh, let my people go. These dudes get in the industry, they get them immediately. If they already might be on a little something, they hurry up and get them on something heavily. They raping them financially, contractually, everything. But you had somebody from South Memphis that come from out of the trenches that said I was a crack baby. Okay? Went from rags to riches and then was teaching the recipe, breaking the chains, making Pharaoh take the chains off of God's children. Because these little dudes, they still God's kids, children, regardless of if they let the devil use them or not. They didn't come from the devil, right? But you had other Black people that was willing to take young Dolph down and wanted to take him down even worse than the real enemy. Master, I take him down for you now. Am I a good nigga? That's what went on. Okay? Because killing young Dolph, hey, even though they might have feel like it took care of some type of beef, there was other people in the background that wanted young Dolph gone, I believe. Even if they didn't have a hand in it, they didn't give a damn about him being um killed. That's the reason why Keeklock was so mad at him, because Keeklock had the opportunity to see that they didn't really care nothing about young Dolph after he was killed. Okay? A person like young Dolph that was making Pharaoh break the chains, and these are these little artists that come out of the trenches that don't know nothing about business, because a lot of them can't even read and write hardly. But he was making Pharaoh take the chains off of a lot of these little artists that they wanted to financially rape. They didn't want young Dolph signing no artists independently if they couldn't be a part of it. If he started teaching all these little dudes, he could have single-handedly within 10 to 15 years sent a lot of these record companies that's financially raping these folks into bankruptcy. Because how they get rich is off of financially raping the artist. They commit genocide on our young men and women. Okay? Because if they ain't got them into beefing, going at each other's necks, they get them another way with the insurance. Something happened to them. Okay? And now the record company stands to get all of these millions of dollars in insurance off of that artist. Okay? So if they don't know the business, but you got somebody like young Dolph, okay? Because I remember, rest in peace, young Dolph said the way that Dolph used to approach artists when he wanted to sign them, because he was an independent label, he would go to him and say, hey, do you need help? It wasn't like, he said, it wasn't a traditional thing. He would go to him and say, hey, do you need help? And then he would get about, if he would sign them, get about teaching them about independence. You would hear Snoop and Woo and them say, Snoop, I know I heard say it, the independent route, it's harder, but the money is always better. They ain't owned by nobody. And so a lot of these predatory record companies and record labels, okay, they didn't want that. See, our people are just okay with having fame. They want to be seen. They want they pictures up on billboards. Oh, look at me. I'm in lights. I'm down in New York Times Square. Okay, they might have got that damn billboard for free. Where the money at? Oh, well, my royalties ain't came in. You famous, but you broke famous. And that's what they've always wanted our people to be comfortable with. You take the fame and I'll take the money. And our folks is just okay with that. Okay. But what pisses me off is how you got so many people in the Black community that know better, that get involved in this, like some of these record label execs and things of that nature, that don't have an issue with it. They should have the same mentality as Young Dolph had. They should have been getting with Young Dolph and saying, look here, we can quietly, start taking over the music industry, uh and build momentum and see if we can bring in some more people, and we could do this independent thing. We all make some money and liberate our people at the same time, because you ain't got to take advantage of nobody to make money. The problem is these folks is greedy. Okay. It can happen. But instead, they got mad at Young Dolph because he had the mind to do it and they didn't. And they had already gotten themselves caught up in all these damn contracts and stuff, 30-year contracts, lifelong contracts, things like that. The problem with our people is we're okay with the illusion of power, not actually having the power. Let's just make the people think that I got the power, even though I don't. Because that's going to be a good look for me. I ain't got a damn thing and okay with it. As long as the people is thinking you leaving out of a damn party, going home, living in a damn cardboard box with curtains up. You ain't got a damn thing as long as you got a Gucci shoe or a red bottom on. What good is wearing a damn red bottom and you living in a damn cardboard box? But our people okay with that. But they see me in the club with my red bottoms on. Yeah, but you living in a cardboard box, shitting in the backyard, because you ain't got no toilet. But that's the mindset and the mentality of our people. Okay. Blaine says Dolph turning down the 22 million, hastening his death. Mm-hmm. Boss lady says I called my cousin a cuckabug head the other day and started cracking up to myself. I really be using that's my word, cuckabug head. Okay. And sometimes I use the word handkerchief head too, when I be talking about some of these women that act like damn slaves in the community, got that slave mentality. Roberta Gardner says I call those naps on the back of their hair cuckabugs. Gucci Mane signed to Jay-Z Strange, then he released Big Scar new album. So did Gucci Mane just sign to Jay-Z? I told y'all it was something about Gucci Mane that I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Gucci Mane. I don't know how I feel about him. Y'all make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the like button if y'all haven't. We're not at 100 likes yet. So let's run the likes up, you guys. Let's get 100 likes. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the subscription button. Okay. That was a rumor. He not signed to Jay-Z. Gucci already signed to Atlantic Records. Oh, okay. They say he's not signed to Jay-Z. Okay. So then we have people like, like Jay Prince them. We know what happened to Takeoff should not have happened. And I don't know who actually funds Jay Prince. I know they say he the boss, but I'm sure he gets some type of funding from somebody. But when I'm saying the mentality of our people, what happened to Takeoff was heinous. They say it was a mistake, but that's questionable. I don't know if it was a mistake or not. For all I know, they tried to kill him. Because what we do know is that Jay Prince got up there and didn't seem to have no remorse. He did all he could to try and justify what those young men did. So you can't have remorse for somebody being killed and try to justify why somebody that did it did it. Okay? No, he didn't go look Miss T. I'll say that was the way I referred to nappy hair of the kitchen. They showed the artist on Rock Nation. Gucci name was on there. I wonder why everybody's trying to sign up under Jay-Z. I'm sure Jay-Z get a commission, a big commission when all these dudes sign up under him because he owned by somebody too. He just getting a damn commission. That's all. He sure didn't have no remorse. That was a rumor. Okay. Yeah, how many likes do we have? Make sure you guys hit the like button. Y'all continuously hit the like button. Okay. So why do you all think that the music industry is so comfortable with committing genocide in our community? You know, I put XXX picture up there because we know his trial is going on right now. And with his trial going on right now, you guys, like I had the opportunity to kind of like look at some, I believe it had some video or some reenactments or something when he was in the he was in there in the getting a motorcycle or something. And then them dudes just pulled up in front of him and killed him, right? Now, I'm hearing that there's a lot of twists and turns to that case. But that's what I'm saying. Why, our people don't have issues with going along with committing genocide. I think I was getting ready to talk about like the Iranians. Now, we see the Iranians cornering a lot of market. I can't be mad at the Iranians for cornering markets. And them and their people. That's what they're supposed to do if they get the advantage. But we're starting to see a lot of Asians and Iranians, owning these jewelry shops and stuff. So we can't get enough of that. But soon as somebody like Duke the Jeweler come along, we happen to set them up probably for another jeweler that is not black. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't kill Duke the Jeweler because somebody that's not in the black community felt like he was impeding on his territory. And you had a bunch of black cuckabug heads that was just willing to do it. Oh, I'd take him out for a fee. You taking greatness out of our community for a damn fee. And then they ultimately end they maggot asses up in jail because as soon as that mayor is gone and that mayor brings in a new police chief, Duke the Jeweler's case is going to be solved. You can stamp that. I promise you that. The people that is in office right now, it's not in their interest to solve Duke the Jeweler's murder. But that mayor, this is his last term. I think he'll be gone by this year, I believe. And whoever the new mayor is going to bring in a new police chief and watch and see don't Duke the Jeweler's case get solved. Mark my word. Okay? Because if the Houstonians play their cards right, they're going to elect somebody that ain't bought and paid for by none of them celebrities in Houston. Get somebody that is not a part of the clique and you'll have yourself a good politician because they're not going to owe anybody any favors and watch and see don't Duke the Jeweler's murder be solved. I can promise you that. Yep, Drake's supposed to be involved. XXX said if he died, Drake did it. Wow. So was XXX and Drake into it? Miss T, did you see the lady that was attacked in Gotti restaurant? And they set fire to her tax office. The guys were wearing wigs. Wow. You know what? I was listening to Player Cole, who actually knows one of those people personally, talk about that. He knows exactly what happened. I don't know if I don't know. I would have to ask. I mean, because he said verbatim what happened. I don't know if it had anything to do with because I believe he said he's related to one of them people. XXX said that, but those boys had the perfect opportunity to get him. So what kind of issues did XXX and Drake have going on? And the one who got paid the less, Big Boy Allen, spilling the beans. Wow. So is he implicating Drake? See, that's what I'm talking about. He said Drake has stole his flow. Oh, wow. Yeah, make sure you all hit the like button. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, we need a few more likes. Drake said he wanted to collaborate with him, then stole his flow. Wow, I'm not surprised. They probably did. He probably did have something to do with it. I don't put it past Drake. Wow. So y'all, why don't we have an issue? Why don't other people? Why are Lord have mercy? I'm tired of time tonight. Why is the music industry so comfortable with promoting and committing genocide in the Black community? I'm gonna drop the link, and anybody that want to come up and talk about this topic can. Oh, the judge implicated Drake. Wow. Oh my. XX said that in an interview I saw, if he died, it's because of Drake. Oh my goodness. Let me see if I could hold on. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, you guys. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscription button.
I want you to clarify something for me. Officers were. What's the situation between you and Drake? Do you guys have beef? Are you guys cool? Like, what's the situation? What's going on?
All right, I'm gonna keep it. I was waiting on this.
Talk to me.
I was waiting for you at the door.
Yes. Me too.
All right, so look, the nigga hit up. I'm like I ain't even on that snitching that shit.
Keep it blood raw. Keep it blood raw.
I got to, cause like I don't want nobody coming at me crazy. You feel me? Like I saw it, bro. You feel me? Like I wasn't in the wrong. Bro, I hit up a DJ that I fuck with.
Who did?
Drake.
Okay.
Drake hit up a DJ that I fuck with. You feel me? And bruh told me, he was like, yo, the nigga Drake watched your interview. He said he fuck with you and he fuck with your partner Ski Mask. He's like, yo, he's saying he go call your manager within the next few days.
Okay.
So I'm amped up. Nigga, I fuck with Drake.
Yeah.
You feel me? Drake a genius.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Despite me disrespecting him as a man, because I can't respect him as a man, I respect that nigga career. That's a GOAT.
Okay.
That's a GOAT.
So you know how to differentiate the two?
I know. Corporately, that nigga is the GOAT.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I knew what I was doing when I said what I said, and I knew how to approach him. Because I know where he can't beat me at.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So initially, he was supposed to contact one of my managers. So he doesn't do it. That same fucking week, bro. I go on to, well, I can't go on to it obviously because I'm locked up.
Yeah.
I'm on the securest phone, you feel me?
That's crazy. When you in jail, people checking for you. The cult following is like, yo, what's good? You still buzzing in these streets. And what were you thinking in your mind when you can't access it? Like, that must be a crazy feeling.
Like I said, I was really, really, really big on being inside of my mind.
Yeah.
Like astral projection and meditation and things of that sort. So it was never, it was a problem because it was a problem for the reason that I wanted to be with my family and the people I love. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to be able to express that. I wanted to be able to feed off the energy of my family. Now, as far as anything that revolved around my career, I knew it could wait.
Okay, got it.
I know what you feel me. Like it's a difference between being an artist and being a rapper.
Yeah.
Some of these niggas could hop on the radio and be gone the next day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they could try and be on the top, but they can't maintain it. I can maintain. Just like DJ Khaled said, you feel me? He made for this shit. I'm made for this shit.
So you in jail, he's supposed to contact your manager, and then what happened?
He dropped the fucking video of previewing that shit in Amsterdam with some nigga from the UK. You know what I'm saying? He dropped the video. I was talking to my girl at the time, not the same bitch that got me arrested, a different girl.
Okay.
I was talking to her at the time, and she was like, yo, listen to, no, actually, fuck that. It was my dog, Chris. I was on the phone with my dog, Chris. He was like, yo, you gotta listen to this shit. This nigga Drake a fuck nigga. That's exactly what he said. Like, this nigga Drake a fuck nigga. You gotta listen to this shit. So he plays this shit. I hear I'm like, what the fuck? As soon as it started, like I knew he was getting that. And the funny thing is, we didn't discover it. Like you said, the fans, because they're so cold. Like it's like I got a piece of the internet. You feel me?
So they were saying that Drake was biting your style. That's what the fans were saying.
Yeah. Flow, hell yeah, bro. You could take his verse, like they did a mashup. They put his verse on my song, and the cadence is literally just at the same tempo. It's not offbeat at all. And you can, if you listen.
Well, the interview took place in March of 2017. And that interview took place in 2017. He was killed in 2018. So, I mean, it ain't no telling. Rio, why you say that? Y'all make sure you guys hit the like button. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the like button if you all haven't subscribed. Please subscribe. So glad to be y'all. A lot of people send threats. I don't believe he played a part in this. They want to question Drake only because of what XXX put out there. Wow. Well, that's going to be interesting. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscription button. If you haven't subscribed, just hit the subscription button. Let's see. XX was an awesome rapper, and his flow, he can switch up like the Juice WRLD to me. think I need to sit up. I cannot believe I'm getting tired. Drake likes to throw stones and hide his hand. A lot of them do that. They throw stones and hide their hands. Drake is the best rapper ever, and why would he do that? He young money. Hey, Miss Tamarian, Mr. Tamarian. Wow. So why do y'all think the music industry is so comfortable with promoting and committing genocide in our community? I should have put Duck, FBG Duck picture up. I may change and put his picture up on there also. Because I'm gonna tell y'all something, y'all. FBG Duck's case I've been saying this since last year. FBG Duck's case is a case to watch closely, because I do believe that what's going on in FBG Duck's case is going to mirror Young Dolph's case. It's going to have a lot of similarities. Okay, and that's another one that they took down because he was great. They killed him because he was great. Ain't that much stupid in the world to do life with no funding coming to you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Because they ain't going to get no funding. I'm dropping the link again for anybody that wants to come up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do that. Hold on. And so, y'all, that's why I say we have to be, more careful. Hold on. I want to show y'all this.
Your car.
What car?
The one in Charlotte. What happened? The one that got shot up 100 times?
And whatever was going on, they couldn't do it. They couldn't.
Obviously, they didn't succeed. Whatever was going on. Yeah, it was looking bad, huh?
Want.
Well, yeah, obviously. I mean, we're kicking live right now. Back, so clearly you didn't succeed, and I.
In Memphis, is a thing called people tricking people out the streets.
Mm-hmm.
That's when we call that right there. You know what I'm saying? Get people unfocused on what they're doing. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dolph built himself up and building himself into becoming a superstar, and I'll let us throw Dolph off right quick. He's doing too much. Come on now, man. The city can't say, they mentioned Memphis, they say, Dolph, we can't, now. He's doing too much. Don't get mad at me when I'm doing my thing, and it's like straight authentic. It's just straight all real.
Wow. Isn't that something? Dolph let us know what was going on. He basically told us everything that was going on. Hey, Harold. Hey, Harold, your mute is on.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm glad I'm at work on a little break. I was listening to you for a while there. You was getting loose there a minute ago. Had me at work on hype mode. Your mom needs to start timing in more. You can get some
I know, right?
like that out of you.
So why do you think it's so easy? Why do you think people feel comfortable with committing genocide in the Black community?
That's a good question. I think that goes a lot to do with people that are benefiting from because you was bringing some good points up earlier today for us to church world and how those people in the church world expecting certain favors because you're a black woman. And so the people that was in leadership positions that you was trying to establish some networking with was basically trying to use or misuse. And I think you got a lot of people, a lot of Negroes in high places that are basically sitting at the table with the devil, and they benefit off of. I mean, you think about the boom of the prison industry. You think about all the various things that goes into these activities that's hurting us. It's like, when a rapper get killed, the insurance company gonna benefit. When we get locked up, prisons, every angle you look, they can't lose when we act out this toxic, dysfunctional way. And that's been a way it's been going on for decades or so, really since way back when Martin Luther King. And the people that's in the power, that's how they maintain power. And it's sad. And you got people like yourself who bring light to it. Then you got the people that's supposed to be representing us. They come in too. Mm-hmm. And it's like, you ask a question, I think it's going to be the people that, like you made a point earlier today when God said, he said to Moses, to Pharaoh, let my people go. I think that's the season we in. God, Martin Luther King said a statement some time ago when he was preaching. He said he could just see right now how God is gonna break the backbone of America for not basically not letting us go. I mean, you got people that are actually benefiting on us being dysfunctional. Mm-hmm. I mean, why did God have to tell Moses to tell Pharaoh to let my people go? Because Pharaoh didn't want to let them go. And it's the same way as with us right now. Some people benefit off these young, dysfunctional, mentally, like you and D-Bomb always talk about the people who got these mental issues. Some people benefit off that, and it's sad. Mm-hmm. They use these guys to perpetuate all this unhealthy activity, and we the black people looking like the laughing stock of the earth. Everybody taking advantage of us. We fight each other. Politicians. I mean, it's like, where do you start at? That's the question. And I feel like you and your platform is kind of like pushing the mark a little bit, at least getting us to conversate about these things. Because you look at it on a lot of other podcasts, we just basically just doing a pot. Nobody really coming up with no reason to solution. We just kind of like in the midst of keeping everything boiled up and keeping us dysfunctional, keeping us fighting, bickering, all in the same time the people in power benefiting off of it. That's the sad part to it to me.
Mm-hmm. Tamarion says they're brainwashed and it starts at an early age, if not taught better. Still have slave mentality, not free thinkers. People basically put thoughts, images in their heads, and emotional, unstable react. That's true. Real Money says everybody get the Big Scar album.
God said, I think it's the one of the prophets. He said, I want to say it was maybe Prophet Joel, Hosea, one of the prophets. I want to say Hosea or Joel. God said his people are destroyed from the lack of knowledge. But then he goes on to say, he says, but they reject knowledge. And it's one thing you destroy because you don't have it. But then when God put people like you, it's like God put you in a position where you was able to, help the church spread their message. And then you got this all perverted ass God, excuse my language, scratching all out your hand instead of doing God work. Imagine if he would have took serious that opportunity that God put before him instead of lusting over you. Imagine how much work could have been done if he would have took advantage of that opportunity you was giving him instead of sitting up here scratching on the palm of your hand, being a little freaky man. But these are the things that's going on within our community. These bootlegging preachers, instead of standing in the gap for the people, are standing in the gap for themselves. And God people are not being fed.
That's true. So what do we do about these record execs that are Black that could actually help the Black community, like the Yo Gottis and all of them? But look at what's going on. What
I
can be
think
done?
you hit the nail on the head. I think you hit the nail on the head when you said some months. You said this last year. You hit the nail on the head when you said we need to stop. We need to stop patronizing their business. Any of your entertainment, if any of these guys are, and once like you and many other platforms put the light on them, and they're benefiting off of our toxic, dysfunctional ways, that we need to cut them off. These executives, cut them off. Hit them where they hurt. Hit them where it hurt. They purse, their money. Because if you don't hit them where it hurt, they ain't gonna be. What they gonna do? You know what I'm saying? As long as they keep on benefiting, they're gonna keep on doing the same thing. So I think like when Martin Luther King them came down and did a little strike thing and for the garbage workers in Memphis. You know, when you start mobilizing and stop patronizing certain things, they can't help but to pay attention. Because nobody is supporting their ideas and their businesses and their brands. That's why I made my stand firmly against the other side, who I believe it has something to do with Dolph, who I believe it has something to do with Takeoff. I'm not supporting them guys. I'm not supporting them their art. I'm not supporting their labels. I'm not supporting anything that they put out. If I see them on YouTube and they see their name in it, I'm not even clicking on that. And I feel like you and all of us out there should take that attitude. These people who are promoting this violence and this nonsense, we should cut them off. Ace up right now, today. No more should we give them no more of our attention. That's what I think we should do. What you think?
I agree. Especially with what they are promoting in the community. We have to remove our resources. Harry, you there?
I'm here.
Okay, yeah, we have to pull back our resources. We can't support none of them. And and not just their artists. We can't. We have to let the record companies know we're not going to support anybody that's affiliated with you. That's how we get change.
Amen.
Tamarion says stop promoting self-hate. If they're not reaching out, helping the same community that help them, don't support them. Right. A lot of people just hijack the Black community to include other Black people. They don't never put nothing back into the community. They send destruction back. They send negative energies and things of that nature. That's what they do. Y'all hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, but definitely hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel.
Sis, I like to say this one thing. Wow, got a few more minutes before I got to go back to work. But we always think, we look for those big, glorious things like when Moses addressing Pharaoh. We always look for, like when Martin Luther King was giving up "I'll have a dream" speech. But I think that change begins in small moments like this. I feel like you sis have a solid quality platform. You know what I mean? Like your platform is based upon a mature analyst of what's going on within the events. You're not using things to try to play on the emotions of the people, because you could have did that last year. You could have played on the emotions and got people out here to crash out. So since I've been watching you take a very serious and mindful and mature approach on how to deal with things. And I feel like your audience is a quality audience. And I feel like you have a quality platform. that I feel like me personally, it's not by coincidence that you have this platform. And when you speak about your mother, and you speak about the things that your dad, when they was a part of, actually having experience and testimony dealing with Martin Luther King and that generation. So like I feel like God is leading you to I'm not gonna say take on a leadership, but I'm saying this: you have a quality platform, and I feel like from this platform you could bring about change. Just like I know I can bring about change with my voice and my testimony and what I know about life. And this is how change is gonna come about. This has been a whole lot of years in the making, dealing with this black epidemic that we be dealing with. Martin Luther King was dealing with the same thing when they was alive. So what makes us think that we're not gonna have to deal with them same things? I asked my son and my cousins them these questions. Last time I saw them last week, I asked them the same question. I keep asking them the same question. I ask you the same question. I ask everybody the same question. If not now, then when? And if not us, then who? If not now, if this is not the time to change, then when is it ever going to be the time to change? And if we are not the people, the generation to bring about the change, then who is the people? Because right now, things is a mess. And we need clear, mature people like you that's going to give us some meaningful information, wise words to consider when making our choices moving forward. Not some emotional response that's gonna all have us in a panicky state and making decisions that ain't getting us nowhere. Basically having us on the side of the road with our wheels just keep on spinning. We ain't going nowhere. We just spinning our wheels. That's what I love about your platform. You're giving us healthy ideas to consider. We're moving forward, showing us our true power. And that's what I think sets you aside from a lot of other platforms. A quality platform with quality people bringing forth quality thinking, which is essential right now. I mean, what do you think?
I agree. I agree. It's nothing that I want more than for our people to wake up. For our people to wake up.
And in closing on that thought, I feel like I'm there in the spirit to put this out on the airway. God has provided you the gap to allow people at least the opportunity to consider or to wake up. If you don't want to wake up at this point, it's really on you. It's like God said in Job, the third chapter in the book of Job. Multitudes in the valley of decisions. We as a people are faced with a decision right now. And we all have to look at ourselves in the mirror and address these demons and repent and figure out what part we need to do to address the issue, because we all got some skin in the game. And all this, and I need to say this real quick out there on your platform while I got a chance. A lot of people out there in that world behind their computer on their phone, and they might be making certain dangerous threats towards you and your life, your person, not realizing that I put this on your line the other day. God said, touch not his anointing. Sister, I need you to understand this, and I need you to really understand this real clear. I know you got the law and the people that's protecting you, a heavy protector, but then you got people out here that's like protected of you, not only praying for you, but like fasting. And it's like really, really like I'm talking about some real strong warriors out here that's always watching you, watching your line, watching threats, and making sure that you're safe. So the people out there, y'all may think this sister is by herself, that she's some vulnerable woman, and no, that's not the case. This sister is heavily protected because it's bigger than her. So y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop adding more coal on y'all head by trying to curse and come at this sister, because she got the spirit of God protecting her and guiding her, and y'all gonna run up on destruction coming up on her. I just want to put that out there on the airway.
Amen. That's a word right there.
Once and for all, I have to put that on the airway. It's been in my spirit. I'm telling y'all this. God, and go read Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter. God said, if you don't warn the people and they ain't seeing their sin is on your head. I have to warn y'all on airways out there on the airway. Please take y'all mouth and y'all attention off of harming Sister Tamara, please, because it's going to end up in y'all being in a very very hurtful situation. And y'all war is not with her, it's with God. And y'all arms are too short to fight against God. Please, take that somewhere else. Because once God get up on you, the sister right here will be crying for you. I'm telling you, God is not to be played with.
That's true. That God get back is deadlier than what any man could do.
Sister, I gotta get ready to get off break. I love you. I'm gonna be listening to you when I'm at work.
Okay, I love you too, Harold. Thanks for coming up.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Yeah, that was Harold. I'm glad that Harold is back. You know, I'm glad that he's back, coming back around regularly. That's awesome. Yeah, I can't deal with mess. I strolls right on by a certain path. Yeah, I can't deal with mess either, Letitia. I can't. I'm not gonna beef with nobody. I'm not gonna do it. I don't need the views like that. I can't do it. That's right, Shy Bear. I'm covered by the blood of Jesus, definitely. I pray before I get on here, pray when I get off. And then pray when I'm getting off and pray again when I get off. Because a lot of people are controlled by evilness. Anytime you want to try to send a hit on somebody, you sick. You an evil person. If you're a man and you trying to send a hit on a woman, you a sick individual. You a sick individual. And your day is coming and it won't be long. And I'm talking about that God get back. Man has his time. But when God get through with you, you're gonna wish that man had got you instead of God. Because I've seen infirmities come up on people. You sitting up talking about you want to put a hit on somebody because you mad at them. They said something about you and God will twist your tongue when you can't send a hit because you can't even send a word. Because you done had a stroke and can't talk. So a lot of people do this to themselves. A lot of people are just emotionally unstable, very sadistic, but hey, you reap what you sow. And be careful what you put into the atmosphere. My grandmother used to always say, taste your words before you spit them out. Because if a strong wind blows, it might blow back in your face. Taste your words before you spit them out. I think T need to come to ATL so I can pray on her. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Lord, have mercy. Ain't no devil in hell gonna walk on Jesus in us. Absolutely not. Thank you, Miss Anissa. It's a lot of people gonna reap what they sow. It's a lot of people gonna reap what they sow. Y'all, anybody else want to come up? It's still 130 people on here. Thank you, Miss Anissa. Miss Anissa, I know them. Somebody said, I'm scared to pull up some of these folks' pictures and stuff now. Was talking about Gotti had posted a subliminal on his Instagram, and it reads, I'm the one that say I'm gonna do, and then I do it. CMG Records. I don't know what he was talking about, but it seemed to me that they getting cocky again. Black youngster then came out of the bushes and got again cocky again. But you know what? The Bible says pride comes before a fall. So that's how you know that is getting ready to something is getting ready to kick off. That's how you know that it's coming down expeditiously, as T.I. says. Okay, because God says that pride comes before a fall. Okay, so they're just in the right position to. You have to let the devil think that they are winning. You have to let them think that they won. Okay. You have to. My dad used to always say, you have to make them think you're losing, or no, he used to always say, you have to make them think they winning. Make them think they winning. When God get them back, we'll see him get them back. That's right. God says, when I get them back for what they did, you're going to see me get them back. That's right. They born from us. They are. So what are you all going to be doing tomorrow? Who was Winooski in an argument with at the mall before the shooting? I don't know. I'm going to have to look more into that. I'm sure since it'll be posted before I do a show on it, somebody else will probably go do a video on it right quick. But I want to do a video on it also though. Because somebody said that to me the other day and I forgot about it, about Nooski and Paper Route Wu. Had I heard that Nooski and Paper Route Wu had been shot. South Memphis Baby says Moneybag, yo, done went and got him a restaurant in Memphis after Dolph team announced Dolph Museum coming to ATL and Memphis soon. Where is this restaurant at? Where's Moneybag Yo's restaurant gonna be at? Ooh, child, it's so many restaurants in Memphis. So where is the restaurant go? What part of Memphis is the restaurant gonna be in? Do y'all know? I wonder if Jay-Z still owns the 40/40 Club. Probably not. I think he probably was just a partner anyways. Because I don't hear him promote it. When I was in New York, we went over to the 40/40 Club on Hacks Cross. Hacks Cross used to be a nice area. It ain't now. I'll be scouting college basketball games to fill my brackets. I thought Moneybag Yo said he was starting a nonprofit for children that lost their parents. Now that's what he said, but I mean, let me keep my mouth closed. He care about children losing their parents, but they promote putting bags on top of folks' heads. Okay. An avid sports fan. Shy Bear says closed. Tomorrow's plans, working on my resume and planning for spring. Working on plans to pay off a debt to look for property and plans to snowbird after summer. I'm going to tell y'all something. Spring is my favorite season. Oh my God, I love the spring so much, even though it makes my allergies mess up. I love the spring. The winter time is I don't like the winter. I don't like it when it's cold, period. I love the springtime. And then I like the spring one, summer two. I'd rather have a hot summer than for it to be cold. Yep, I love the spring though. That weather in like the mid 70s, like 75 to 78. If we could have that weather all year long, I would be so happy. Right. See that part, they can't never do nothing for somebody else good. Another restaurant we don't need. Dolph was buying and saving schools. Right. It's like they're not doing anything productive. I think they've just become so accustomed with hijacking Memphis. They just become accustomed with it. But God got other plans, I'm telling you. Everything run its course, and God got other plans. hmm Y'all, if y'all haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. Let me see how many likes we got. And if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscription button. Okay. I love winter. I hate being hot. If I had a choice, I think I'd rather be hot. Although it ain't nothing nice being hot. I just prefer the summer over the winter. Money was trolling Dolph's death when he mentioned that. Who Moneybag Yo was trolling? Now y'all see, y'all got me going to Instagram now. Let me see. They act like they mad about something. Hold on, y'all. Moneybag said they all been popping out lately. Let's see, Moneybag posted this 4 days ago. Okay, so that's the last. I do this rap shit for fun, but also to open more doors. Proud to announce my next endeavor at Cache 42 Memphis in my city. Pull up with the vibes or come catch one. Okay, Cache 42, Kitchen and Cocktails. Lord have mercy. It's another sports bar. So I wonder how that's gonna work out because it's right down the street from where Gotti's them stuff at. They just couldn't let Dolph be great though. Folks always trying to say that they ain't messing with black youngsters. Them folks is messing with black youngsters. This Moneybag page right here.
Not focus you no more. If I ain't talk to you in 6 months, don't even call because I don't plan on talking to you. So be prepared for me not to call you. If I ain't talk to you in a month, I fuck with you. I just been busy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had time to call you. You know what I'm saying? Don't take it personal. If I ain't talk to you today, I ain't plan on talking to you today. So call.
Interesting. Child, please. Child, please. So y'all see why I say they made a fool out of them. They use those that, you know, they think might be a little behind. Okay. Anissa says, a great face that saw my father murdered at 5 years old, mother at 13. I'm living proof that God is. Absolutely. Wow. Didn't Moneybag steal the water I did from Dolph? They stole a lot of ideas from Dolph. They stole a lot of ideas from Young Dolph. All right, y'all. We've been on for 2 hours. I'm gonna get back on tomorrow. I'm gonna get on. Let's see. I'm not going to the office. Do I have to go I don't have to go to the office tomorrow, y'all. So tomorrow I could chill at home. I bought me a carpet cleaner. I bought me a Bissell carpet cleaner. So I'm going to see how it works. It's one of the big ones. So I'm going to clean my carpet tomorrow. Just, get some. I don't like spots in my carpet, and I got a few spots. So I'm gonna scrub. I'm gonna see if I can get those out. If not, then I'm gonna have to go ahead and call the real carpet people, because I can't have no spots in my carpet, and have them to get it out. It's just a few here and there. And I'll probably do some more stuff. I don't be knowing how to act when I'm at home and ain't got nothing else to do. If it's warm enough tomorrow, I'm going to grill. I love to grill my stuffed bell peppers. Hey, Big L Dog. I'll probably grill some stuffed bell peppers or something. I might do that tomorrow. Stuffed bell peppers. I either grill stuffed bell peppers, or what I'll do is I'll make me a lasagna, because now I know I have the vegetable noodles, the noodles that's made from veggies. And I like to take because I use ground chicken in my lasagna. And I like to take now I'm giving y'all my secret recipe, but I guess it ain't secret. I like to take my meat and cook it on the grill, my lasagna meat. And it has that smoke flavor. Oh, God, it tastes so freaking good. He said, wait till grandbaby get big. It's going to be a lot of spots. I'm telling you. Who's child? That child, something else. She didn't let me rest today. She was only here a few hours, but she did not let me rest. She is so spoiled. So I'll be getting on tomorrow. I'll probably get on in the morning. I might get on pretty early at about 10, have me a cup of coffee, because I got all day tomorrow. Oh, my God, because I got to work Sunday. I already know I got to work Sunday. I'm so happy. I ain't got nothing to do tomorrow. God is good. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. Make sure, in case one of my clients call me. But I pray to God, thus far, nothing is on my schedule. So I get to chill out tomorrow at home, do some of the things I need to do, and grill. Watch Woman 65. Okay. Oh, Player Cole. Is Player Cole still in here? Player Cole, let me know if you're still in here. I want to ask. Yeah, I asked him about that. Player Cole, are you still in here? He might have had to jump off. He might have jumped off. Okay. So is it true? Is it true about Wu and Newski being shot? Oh yeah, I think BMF new episode is this Sunday. He didn't answer, so maybe he don't know. All right, you guys, we've been on here 2 hours, and as always, I have enjoyed you guys. As always, maybe I have the answer by in the morning. I'm gonna get on in the morning, you guys. So make sure y'all get up and get on. I'm gonna get on kind of early, so that I can have the rest of the day doing what I need to do around the house. Not sure, but I can find out though. Okay, he said he don't know. But I want you guys to know how much I appreciate you so much. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. Everybody that has not hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button. Run the likes up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the subscription button. I want you guys to know how much I appreciate you guys so much. I'm sleeping now though, y'all. And I'll be back on in the morning. I do love you guys. First of all, let me just pray over you guys. First of all, I just want to thank God for allowing you all to get on tonight. No weapon formed against any of us shall prosper. Anything that rises up against us will be condemned. We thank God for keeping you safe, watching over all of us as we sleep tonight, watching over all of our families. I want you guys to have peace tonight. Send whatever you want into the atmosphere, knowing that if you ask, believe, and receive, by the time you get into the future, God will have already manifested whatever it is that you believe Him for, and it'll be right there waiting for you by the time you get there. Okay. I love you guys so much. I'll talk to you in the morning.